It is Friday. It's 1:40 in the afternoon. It is Midsummer Eve. Did I say Friday afternoon? I hope I said Friday afternoon. I feel like I'm messing up my words of late. Today, the schedule completely changed once again from what it previously was. We were going to go to the Gröna Lund, and it turns out that it sold out like the minute that I was trying to find tickets, but it was also like $85 to go for like 6 hours, which I think is just absolutely overpriced. Yes, they're big roller coasters, but I just felt like they're super overpriced. So Jacob and I were looking around. Well, really, I was looking around. And I found a ropes course, like a monkey trunks kind of thing to go and do. So Jacob and I went and did that this morning. We did it from like 10:15-ish to 11:40. And then we were like kaput. I mean, technically we could have gone longer if we wanted to, but we were like freaked out and nervous because it's a tough course. It's much tougher than the ones that we're used to in the United States. So we did that. We worked our hard hands. Now our hands like are hurt and have calluses on them and dirt that I can't like wash off. And then we decided to just double check the gift shops. I was going to go to Lululemon, but every single store is closed. There's practically nothing to do today. Had I known that it was midsummer, I would have decided to like fly out today because there's literally nothing to do. That's kind of like what we've done. We got Ben & Jerry's. We ate at the ropes course place. I don't even know where we're going to get dinner because I seriously think every place is like closed. And it was funny, the guys at the mountain, it's really like a big hill in the middle of Stockholm. It's kind of weird. We had to take the metro to get to it, which, go us, we've not done that before. It's like a gigantic hill plopped in the middle, but you have to like walk up it to do anything. So you had to walk up it to get to the stuff, which was tough because it was very steep. But it had beautiful panoramic views. There was a lot of wind, which made it a little scary. And now we're back at the hotel because we literally know nothing to do. Like, we don't have anything to do. Also, I'm a little irritated because of work. I had my notifications for work completely turned off the entire time that I was here, specifically because I knew that if I had the notifications on, I was going to be looking at like my apps and stuff. I had a manager because I was on vacation while scheduling was supposed to happen. I had a manager schedule for me. Well, more than half my shifts are at the opposite campus, and I'm only supposed to have 4 at the opposite campus that I like trade. And then I tried to trade shifts today, and they were denied for no plain reason. Like, somebody and I were just like swapping the campuses. So I'm really agitated about that because I don't know if it was the manager who was supposed to be signing up for me that kind of dropped the ball on it, or if it was the higher up on their behalf. Quite frankly, I don't think I'm going to get a good answer for what I was asking or as to why that happened, but that's in August, and I can just remember that I really like my schedule for July. I think my schedule in July is great, so I have a whole month to kind of like figure it out, and if not, I mean, the thing is, people like working at the other campus, and I like working at my campus, so I don't, like, people are going to want my shifts, and I'm going to want their shifts, so what's the problem? I don't know. I'm not going to get into it because I feel like I'll get in trouble if they ever watch these videos. But I'm trying to figure it out now on my iPad, which luckily I brought my iPad so I can at least see some kind of layout of my schedule. And maybe I shouldn't have turned my notifications on too early because then I would be a little less uptight today. But what am I going to do? I literally have nothing to do. Maybe I'll do some of my Swedish because I brought my books to do my Swedish. I just haven't done them yet. I also need to shower because I have sunscreen and bug spray on me. And then I also need to buy train tickets tomorrow because the airport is farther away than you think. That is what I'm going to be doing this evening. Good evening, guys. It is the night before we leave. It's about 10 o'clock, 10:10. Roe v. Wade got overturned in the US, which is a little ironic that we're here in Sweden while that happened. So I'm going to return with less women's rights. That's really fun. Awesome. Just another solid reason as to why we don't want to live in the US and why we want to move to Sweden. However, moving on from that, because it's literally all over the internet and it's in everybody's faces, we are somewhat packed. Kind of ish. Our flight isn't until 2 tomorrow, 2 p.m. And Stockholm Airport has been very specific about please do not arrive to the airport 3 hours prior to your departure because it's like so busy there that they literally will not let you in through like security or even through like not baggage claim, like the check-in area where you put your baggages to the flights. I don't know, the welcome desk, whatever you want to call it. because it's so busy there. We know our terminal. We've checked in. I had to call, actually, Icelandair, who we're flying on. We're going from Stockholm to Reykjavik. I think that's how you say it. And then Reykjavik, there was a flash of light. And then, I think, okay, when it's dark out like this, I can see people turn their lights on in their hotel rooms, and I can see them. And I don't know if people know that. And, like, you can see even, like, the clothing they're wearing. But anyway, so we're going we have, like, a 2-hour layover, which might be pushing it again a little bit because of if the flight gets late or whatever. But then we have a flight from Reykjavik to Boston. Jacob's parents are then going to pick us up and drive us home. We're supposed to land around 6:10. I'd say we'll probably get out of the airport 7:15, 7:30 because we have to go through customs. But we've divided up the cost of what we spent per both of our suitcases, like our specific separate items. We have the receipts divvied up. We have the total amounts divvied up. I have practically all of my clothing that I bought besides like one thing that I'm going to wear. That's also my pajamas. It's not underwear, just so you know. It's pajamas. It's dirty. It has to go in there. But this is all of my stuff that I bought that I need to declare through customs. And then my pillow will go on that side. All that clothing falling out on the top right there, that's all my dirty clothes. That's kind of my system of keeping my dirty clothes separated. So when I get home, I literally can just take them from one spot and put them in the washer and dryer. And then the other clothing, depending on if I wore it or not, I might wash it. So probably going to stay up till like 10, watch some TV. And then we'll go to bed. And then we'll wake up. Oh yeah. So we have to go from the like T/metro/bus, whatever, from here to the airport, which will take about an hour for everything. So I think we'll leave here around 10, get there at 11. We'll be 3 hours early. We'll be able to check in and get to our flight in our terminal. We'll take the actual specific bus that will take us to the terminal, which is kind of convenient. And then that'll be it. So we'll probably wake up at like 7:30 just to make sure that we've cleaned everything. I'm also been spending my entire night looking for flights for our cruise in August. It's very, very expensive. And we also, we cruise out on the 8th to Alaska. On the 6th, we run a 10K, a very big 10K race. So the problem is we had to fly out like pretty much on the 7th. But for some reason, and I don't know why, Seattle is one of the most expensive airports to fly into. Can't understand that one. You know, not like it's like Florida or like New York or LA. No, Seattle. And Vancouver is a little bit cheaper, so we might fly into Vancouver and then potentially like just ferry down to Seattle because actually the cruise port is closer than the airport. I haven't figured it out. I literally spent like over an hour looking at flights tonight. I have Skyscanner and I also have Hopper, so I might watch the prices fluctuate, but they're like $500 for like one way, and it's just, I can't pay that, or I don't want to pay that. The lowest I found is like practically $400, but that's stupid. That's almost the exact price that it was for me to fly here. So we'll see. I'm going to literally watch them like a hawk, and if they change one day, I'm going to buy them. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Also, it is 10:10, and it still has not sunset. Look at this view. This is crazy. I'm going to miss it. But we're also really excited to go home. Like, we miss our bunnies. Mostly we miss our bunnies. I'm kind of hesitant to go back to work now. That's fun. But mostly we miss our bun-buns. We want to see our bun-buns. Jacob probably wants to see Morgan.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my bun-buns.
But mostly our bun-buns. What else do you miss?
My computer.
Yeah. Not your parents that we're going to see.
No, my parents.
I told his mom as soon as we get home that she's getting a fashion show for me. It's everything I got because I'm really excited about it. But that's the plan.